Just picked up this 2008 Kawasaki KFX 450R. Fuel injected, does have reverse. Definitely has its issues, as I would expect, just like any other bike I buy. Stuff for this is kind of pricey, but other parts of it aren't. Let's see offhand, it definitely needs a bath. We'll probably end up doing a decal kit because it's kind of rubbed raw there. The white looks all right. Maybe just replace these fenders depending on the cost. Definitely need some new plastic heel guards. And tires look all right. I think we can get by with them. We'll just make sure they don't leak. Those guards all broken too, right there. Nerf bars. I don't know if these are the right Nerf bars. I'm guessing it's missing a bracket there because there's nothing holding this on. They just drilled straight into there. So we'll take those off. Looks like it's got a little bit of an oil leak. Maybe just put a new gasket on there. And the biggest issue that I noticed is this front handlebars. Let's see if I can get a good level view. So that's level. You can see they kind of dip down to the left there. So I'm guessing the steering stem is bent. I'm guessing it's bent up here. I ordered a set of new handlebars. I'm going to try that first because I can always return the handlebars from Amazon. The steering stem, I can't get that on Amazon, so I can't return it if that's not the case and it's something else. And the steering stem is $150. Handlebars are $100. So I'm already $250 into it right there. So I'm just hoping it is a steering stem, and we can go ahead and replace that, and then we'll replace the setup down here, the bearing, the bushing, whatnot. Some wiring issues. I haven't heard the fan kick on yet. I don't know if I've let it run long enough, but this isn't right. Need to fix all that wiring. Probably fix the battery, put the right battery in there, maybe. Give it a service. But I will say this bike is really light. It is super light. It was definitely lighter than the LTZ 400s. Oh yeah, we need a new tail light too. This thing's gone. That's $100 right there. And so it's a little bit smashed. Take care of that maybe. But anyway, I've never seen that on a bike before. This decal says engine oil can be displaced if the vehicle is overturned. To prevent engine damage after the vehicle is overturned, operate the vehicle at a slow speed until the engine oil level is checked and have the vehicle inspected by a dealer. Interesting. This one is 91 octane only. But she's not, reverse is nice because it's right here. You just click in a neutral and push that in, and that's your reverse. I don't know. It definitely needs to be gone through. Parking brake doesn't work. I think it's missing something down here, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what this is right here. If it's anything, I don't think it is anything. Maybe it's not missing something. But overall, I think we could do something with her. And we'll see what we can turn her into. I saw some guy that had some Nerf bars actually for this bike for sale for $80. I may grab those. But we need to see what's going on first with this steering stem, or because something's definitely bent. I mean, it's just not right. I mean, I don't even know how to give you a good view of that. I mean, that camera's level right now, so I don't know if you can see. You can definitely see it's, in my eyes, leaning to the left. So we'll clean her up, we'll get her serviced, get everything figured out on this one. I mean, we got lights, at least in the front. Some nice LED pod lights would look a lot nicer, but whatever. I'm not gonna go crazy on this one. But I do have a fuel gauge on there, reverse, neutral, temperature. And then we're gonna get rid of these grips. They're just kind of sticky. I think they sat out in the sun a little bit. But it doesn't look too bad under here. Let's see if we can pop this loose here. Looks like air filter's a pain in the ass to get to. Check out this. Oh, it's just another frame. I'm curious to see. I did not check what's in here. So this will be a first for me too. Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible. So definitely an interesting setup, that's for sure. I mean, I don't know why you have this in there. Let me know what that does. I don't know if that's for the seat to sit on or what. It just seems kind of silly. I mean, seat's in alright shape, just needs to be cleaned up. Use 2 hands for that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna just need to check the coolant. I think the overflow bottle is empty. Where's the overflow? Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, there's still coolant in there. I need to run it to see if the fan comes on. I might have blown a fuse in there, but she's got potential. Got for a good price. Can't complain. Prices on bikes have started to significantly drop, and I did sell those 2 as a package deal. The 2, the Kawasaki 400 and the LTZ 400. So on to the next project. But I do have a filter, oil filter on its way, oil, spark plug. We'll give her a pretty good tune-up. Great thing is I don't even have to clean the carb because there is no carb. So main things we just need to deal with the battery, the wiring, checking the fan. I think the tires will hold. If not, I'll get some new ones, but I think we'll be all right. And then the major issue is that steering being off. It's pretty bad. So anyway, stay tuned for some more videos on this, and we'll see what we can get out of this one. All right, so I pulled this light off because I got to replace it. It's all broken, but the wiring was all just hanging out there. The connector is broken, so I got lucky, and that stator I had for that little dirt bike had the pins I needed. So all the pins were broken off, you know, at the connector here, all the wires. So I popped the pins out, and I was able to use the ones off the other bike, and I just extended the wires. I mean, they're not the right colors, but it'll still work. So we're just gonna go ahead and connect these up. I'm gonna try to solder these first. If that doesn't work, then I'll just butt connect them and shrink tube them. But yeah, I mean, I can't get just this harness. I'd have to buy the whole wiring harness for the bike, and unfortunately, that was a few $100s. And this taillight is $100 OEM, but I found a smoked one, a tinted one. It has like turn signal wires coming out of it as well, and it was $22 on Amazon, and it's the same design. It was for like a Kawasaki Ninja or something, some motorcycle. So I took the chance. For $22, I can always return it, and in hopes that it'll work the same. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to buy this whole assembly for $100, and I really don't want to do that. So anyway, here are the wires. I already got the diagram here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just connect these to the thing, to the wires right there. We'll just have a little extra, and then we'll just go ahead, and then that way I can connect it to the bike. So I'm gonna cut some of this off. I don't need all of it, so we'll get rid of that, and then we'll strip these back. We'll strip those back, and hopefully this solder sticks. I'm kind of glad I kept that stator around because it's in the scrap pile. That way I got something to, so I had something to use. Otherwise, I would have, I probably would have just had to order the pins and just replace them. Let's just do this. Let's get that set up, and then peel these back. I'm gonna take a test light and just make sure we got continuity here. That way we're not just playing a guessing game and finding out that they don't work. So one should be a tail light, one should be a brake light, and I don't know what the other one is. Maybe a ground. Let's go ahead and turn this on. So ground this. One of these should be power. Guessing that's ground. So there's no power for that. Turn the lights on. So that's constant power. I'm guessing the blue will be brake light. I can reach. I'm gonna be able to reach. Yeah, so that one's the brake light. So the blue is with the brake. So we got power there. And, we'll go ahead and wire this up. So the red is going to go to the green. So let's see if this works. Peel back a little bit more of this. Let's put some more tape on there. Red, blue, and black. So that's how they're gonna go, just like so. So we'll start with the red. The red is going to be the green. So flux container open here. Ugh, this is so nasty. A little flux on these. Losing all the hairs on this thing. I need a new brush. So let's put some flux on all these connectors. These wires. Put some on all three of these. And let's see what happens here. So green goes to red. Might need a third hand here, but we'll see. We'll try it by myself first. I don't know if I want that. I wish I had something to hold these all together. Sometimes I wish I had a third hand and an arm. Let's just try stabbing these together. This is the hardest part. Especially when you only have two hands. So with that, I'll take care of that. I don't know if this is going to be hot enough yet. Let's get some solder on there. Yeah, it's just been dirty. Let's clean this thing off. Alright, so there's red. So blue, we'll go to blue. Black will go to black. Get a little more on here. And the solder's got flux in it. And then we'll do black. All right. The only good one out of this was the red one. Should work. Let's see if this we go any further. Let's plug this in and see what happens. So we should have lights on if everything works. My guess is this thing doesn't work. That'd be my guess. The pin's pushing out. Oh yeah, there you go. So it works. We got tail light. We got brake light now. All right, so we're good to go there. I mean, it still works, but it's all broken and the lens is off there, so looks like the tab might be. So that's good to go. That saves me a few $100 right there. So you can get these shrink tubes over this stuff. I'll just go ahead and heat that up and call it good. Grab a lighter, shrink tube this up, and it'll be good as new. Should work. Go ahead and put this back in the harness. I'm gonna buy some electrical tape, black tape as well. So I really hope that taillight works, because obviously that'll save me $100, 80 bucks at least. All right, I'm good with that. Let's see, what else do we get for this thing? I've got spark plug, fluids, oil filter. I got the battery box covered because this isn't supposed to be open like that. So we'll get a new cover for that. I think I'm missing a bolt on the other side, but I'll just go to the hardware store, find one. Wiring, I'm gonna have to reroute that. I'm not sure where it exactly goes. I don't think it just goes right there. I could be wrong. I'll have to see. And then, we got that wiring goes there. My guess is this probably goes all along this frame down there or something. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to do a little research on where this wiring goes. And then, she needs a bath. And then I did order, so I ordered this steering stem piece down here, this bushing bracket, a new steering stem, and I got a new upper collar here for that. It's not loose, but I know this thing is bent. And I did get new handlebars just in case, but I can return those if need be. But I'm pretty sure that steering stem is bent right there at the top, so doesn't look like that bad of a job. These bikes are definitely a different breed, that's for sure. So, and then I was looking in the gas tank the other day and I found all this crap in there. It's like inside of a gas nozzle. So I was floating around in there. I pulled all that out. Then I'm taking these Nerf bars off. And I'll probably order some of these up. I did see a guy that has some Nerf bars for 80 bucks. I may just cut it there, but I think these things are cheap enough. I mean, the frame seems to be in good shape. And then I need to order some screws and looks like the nut to go with it. So I think I'm going to have to order those at OEM. But other than that, then she'll be ready to go. I'm going to leave everything else the same, leave the grips the same. I mean, they're not bad. Those are on the tacky side, but I guess more grip is better than more slip, right? So we'll see what happens with this one. I'm guessing there's supposed to be a toolkit there or something. That's not there, but and the air filter looked alright. I could just use a cleaning. Let's pop that out of there. Let's get this bracket here. I don't know. I mean, it probably could just be blown off, re-oiled maybe. I'll have to see. Let's see what a new one costs. I honestly don't know what this is for. It's kind of weird. It just sits in there. I don't know if it goes that way. It goes this way. Oh, it probably goes that way there. That's the top here up. So I don't know exactly what that does. That's just keeping something from coming off. Who knows? But anyway, that's where we are at with this one. So I'm going to split these tie rod ends. Now let me find my trusty little tool that I bought. If I can find it. So I got these two splitters. I don't remember. I think it was this one I used, but I don't remember. It should be in there. So we gotta take that cotter pin out first. We'll start with that. That's the easiest thing to do. And I don't give you much room to do anything in here. Let's just go ahead and cut that. Go ahead and put this one down. Alright, there's one. Alright, get that over with. I don't remember if this one worked or not. I'll have to see when I get the nut off there. Size is that? 14. So I always leave the nut on just a little bit. Pop it loose, that way I don't, screw up the threads, but I'll turn it over. So I'll just take the washer out, turn the nut over so the castle part is going in, and then that'll give me a flat surface. I'll just go with that. This, I don't know if I can get in there. Let's see. Maybe not. So let's see if we can get this big one in there. I think that's the way we're gonna have to go. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a tight fit. A real tight fit. Let me try coming from this side. Probably gonna have to just come in this way. Oh yeah, that'll work. And that is, I'm not sure, 17 maybe? Put it on a ratchet, this will be easier. Just 17? Yeah. She's loose. I mean, that thing makes doing this so much easier. So we'll set that aside, and then we'll go to the other side. And we'll go do that one. So swing around the other side, and I'll just leave you guys here. Make sure you guys can see. Take this off. This is gonna be good. All right, good. Same thing over here. Oh, yeah, I need to put the nut back on there. Almost forgot. That's been bad. Definitely don't want to damage these threads because then you're replacing a ball joint. A tie rod end, rather. If I didn't have that tool, I'd probably be here for a while beating on this thing, potentially damaging it. Get that out of the way. So we're going to take the handlebars off. Start with that. Those look like 12s. Or are they 10s? Those are 10s. Alright, we're going to drop these down here, and actually we'll keep these up here for now, and then we'll get this front part loose. Those are, looks like I'm going to have to take that little one off. What is that, like an 8? What size that is? What is that? 6. So it's going to be an 8. You might guess. No, it's a 7. Get this little bracket out of the way. And then we'll be able to take off the upper clamp. Alright, so we can get to that. And then the wires I'll just push out of the way. Those look like 12s to me. I'm gonna get the little safety tab on there. Looks like there's a little tab that you gotta bend out of the way. Whatever. Never make it easy, guys, can they? The other side got one. Yep. Alright. Let's go after this one first. This one's kind of buried back there. These out of the way. Go ahead and just let the other one hang. So looks like everything's kind of bound up in there as far as wires go. So we'll just sneak this bolt out of here. Might have been easier to take off the front plastic, but we're gonna try to do without. I'll take this little bracket out too. So that'll leave me this to get out of the way, and then we can pop this off. I'm gonna slide this up. So I gotta do one of these as well, just in case. So I don't know if that's worn or not. So comes with the new little rubber seals and everything, so that'll alleviate that problem if you have a problem there. Alright, and then I think the only thing I need to take off is I can slide this up out of the way. Maybe, yeah, I'll slide that up out of the way. And then I need to take off this brake line bracket. That looks like a it looks like it's not. That looks like a 10. Damn it, it's not a 10. What size is it? 10, is it a 9? 7, must be an 8. Alright, so I took off this brake line bracket there, and then I'll get to that, this piece here, once everything's off. You can see it right here. So this piece down here, I did order a new one. I did not realize that this part up here, this bushing kit, came with a new one. New parts were in there. So there is a bolt on the bottom. That's going to be a bitch to get to. It's all the way in the bracket here. There's no way. How the heck? I guess you have to take that whole thing off. I'm going to have to take this whole thing off just to get that out of there. Really? Let me see here. I think so. Man, if that doesn't come loose, that could cause some problems. That could be a real problematic situation. The way they have that in there, it goes to this piece of aluminum. So I have to take out these two Allens. Regardless. My worry is they're not going to come out. The ones I kind of been attempted to be taken out, so it's all kind of chewed up a little bit. It's always something, huh guys? try. See if we get lucky. It had like a smaller extension, but I don't see if this one works. But it's not too tall. Get lucky. I'm probably gonna put some anti-seize on these when I get back in because looks like there was some red thread lock on there. I always forget what color is like permanent. I think red is permanent. Like blue, I think is let me see what I got here. So red is usually permanent, blue is usually removable. So let's see if we can get to this damn one here. Side. I definitely prefer working on the LTZs. They're just a whole heck of a lot easier. Man, that thing is like how do they expect you to get something in there straight? It's already at an angle. I need a longer one. See what happens. We'll go slow. I don't want to round it off, that's for sure. Oh, cool. It's coming out. Alright, I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to grab a T-handle. I'm not sure what size, so we'll just bring them all. The downfall of working on new bikes is they require a whole different set of tools. That seems pretty loose. I just ordered 2 new ones of these. Alright, so that one looks like it's gonna work. I mean, you can see how they're starting to round off in there, which isn't good. I don't know if the T-handle is gonna even work in here because I'm not gonna have a whole heck of a lot of room to twist it. It's not working. Wish I had a longer. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I might just change those out to some regular hex bolts because that's just silly. I mean, that is just really silly. I mean, you strip these out, you're gonna have a hell of a time getting that out of there. So she's out. I think we can go. Yeah, go ahead and up. So I'm gonna probably just go to take these little clips out that's holding it in there, and I'm gonna go to the hardware store, and I'm just gonna get some hex bolts or maybe some better Allen ones. But let's go ahead and drop it down. Let's go ahead and pull this stem out of here. That should be it. Hopefully we can clear everything and pull her straight on out of there. I don't know. We can get her all the way up. I'll try. So, just for reference, the this is kind of a weird setup the way they have this. You would think that, you know, this would be in the middle, but it's angled like that when they have it in there, so that way your steering stops there and there, rather than, you know, straight and having it evenly do it. So we're going to tear this all apart and replace everything in there. Yeah, you can, I don't know if you guys can see that, she's bent from like right here over. So I'll give you a better angle in a little bit. But let's go ahead and, I don't know if you can see that way. Top is going to the right. So she's definitely done for. So let's go ahead and change this stuff out. So this is the kit I got, just Pivot Works. Lifetime replacement, I wonder how that works. Swag, ooh, more stickers for my cabinet there. So we got the upper seals. This is for the lower seal, maybe top or bottom, I'm not sure which yet. And then got another seal for the top or bottom. I mean, like the bottom part of the stem, but whether it be upper or lower. And then they give you a new bushing as well. So we'll go ahead and rebuild this. And then they give you some waterproof, high load bearing grease. I don't know where the bearing's at, but. So let's go ahead and we'll zoom out. So you can get a better picture of the mess. So when you take this off, I'm going to switch sides because I'm a righty, not a lefty. And I'll go ahead and just take this side off first here. And you guys in there. So first things first, cotter pin. I do have a cotter pin, so that way I can replace it. That. Go ahead and pop that loose. That looks like a 14. Yep. Let's do a shallow 14. Just give me a little more room there. Grab my impact and zing this off. We're gonna need the deep one because it's not going in all the way. How much battery got left? 1 bar. It's definitely not gonna cut it. So grab a new battery. Zing that off. tracking on these parts has been so ridiculous. Like, take that off. What is this? Is that a seal? Is that the bushing with the bottom piece? Alright, so that's just the bottom there. So if you look at this, I don't know if you can see that gap under there. I mean, that thing is really bent. It's a straight edge. So there's your bend. So it was bent this way, so it was bent to the left. So my suspicion was right that the steering stem is bent. So I will have to take these top mounts off here too, but let's go ahead and get this thing situated first. So there's the bushing, so that's gonna get replaced. I don't know, this is, there's the bear, no, that is this piece here. They give you a new one of those. They do not give you the ball that's in here. Let's see which bearing or seal it is. Let's go ahead and try to get this out of here. So I'll have to find out which one that is. And we'll put some more grease in here. Alright, so I am going to wait for the new one. There's a little bit of play in there, and then this looks like it's kind of broken off on there. Something happened to it. Maybe that's just grease. No, it is just grease. Okay, never mind. But there is some play in there. I do have another one coming.